Welcome to Porto Azzurro. Let me tell you about a place that has stolen my heart over the years and to which I always return. With immense pleasure, we're on Elba, one of the most beautiful islands in the Mediterranean Sea, and Porto Azzurro is a true pearl of its eastern coast. This small town, nestled in a picturesque bay, is for me synonymous with relaxation, sun, and a truly Italian atmosphere. When I first arrived in Porto Azzurro, I immediately felt that this place had a soul. Its history is long and full of twists and turns, which makes it even more intriguing. Originally, the town was called Porto Longone, and for centuries it was a strategic point on the map of the Terranera Sea. It was founded in 1603 at the initiative of Philip III of Spain, who commissioned the construction of the mighty fortress of Forte San Giacomo. To this day, this impressive structure dominates the town and is a testament to its turbulent past. You can imagine how much history these walls have witnessed. How many soldiers have walked their courtyards. In the following centuries, Porto Longone changed hands many times. The Spanish were here, then the French, and even the British. Each of these nations left its mark, which is visible in the town's architecture and culture. Interestingly, in the early 19th century, when Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled to Elba, Porto Longone played a role in his brief reign. It's fascinating to think about how these small streets witness major historical events. The town adopted its current name, Porto Azzurro, meaning blue port, in 1947. This change perfectly reflects its character. The blue of the sea, the sky, and the charming bay that surround this place are simply mesmerizing. Walking around the port, I often wonder how many ships have docked here. How many stories these waters have seen. Porto Azzurro is not just about history. It's also a vibrant center with plenty of attractions that always keep me busy. My favorite place is undoubtedly the port. It's the heart of the town, always full of fishing boats swaying on the water and luxurious yachts. I like to sit in one of the cafes by the waterfront, enjoy a coffee, and observe life. In the evenings, the port becomes even livelier. Street artists, live music, and restaurants serving fresh seafood. It's the perfect place for a romantic stroll. Just beyond the port lies the charming town center with narrow, cobbled streets that invite you to get lost in their labyrinth. You'll find numerous boutiques with local products, souvenirs, and also ice cream parlors tempting with the taste of real Italian gelato. I simply love wandering these streets aimlessly, soaking up the atmosphere. As I mentioned, Forte San Giacomo is the most characteristic building in Porto Azzurro. For centuries, it served a defensive function, and today it houses a prison. This might sound a bit odd, but the sight of this powerful fortress against the backdrop of the blue sea is truly impressive. Interestingly, some parts of the fortress are open to visitors, and from its walls, you can enjoy breathtaking views of the entire bay and the surrounding area. This is a few kilometers from Porto Azzurro. Hidden among the hills lies the sanctuary of Madonna di Monserrato. This place holds special significance for me. The drive there is along a winding, picturesque road, but the views from above are worth every moment. The sanctuary, built by the Spanish, is a beautiful example of Baroque architecture, and its location surrounded by greenery creates an extraordinary sense of peace. It's the perfect place for a moment of reflection and an escape from the hustle and bustle. Elba is famous for its natural resources, and one of the most interesting attractions near Porto Azzurro is the Mine del Ginevro. This is an old iron mine that has been open to visitors. You can take a fascinating journey deep into the earth and learn about the history of mining on the island. The sight of minerals shimmering in the underground tunnels is truly spectacular. It's an ideal place for hot days, as the mine is pleasantly cool. I wouldn't be myself if I didn't mention what I love most about Elba and Porto Azzurro. The beaches, they are simply wonderful, each different, each with its own charm. This is the closest beach, located practically in the very center of Porto Azzurro. It's small but charming, with fine gravel, perfect for a quick refresh after a walk around town. I like to pop in for a quick swim and then return to the city buzz. A few minutes walk from the center. On the other side of the port is Barbarossa Beach. This is a larger beach with darker sand and gravel. It's well organized with sun loungers, umbrellas, and a few bars where you can grab lunch or a drink. The water here is crystal clear, and the surrounding green hills make me feel truly relaxed. I often spend entire afternoons here, reading a book and listening to the sound of the waves. For me, Terranera Beach is absolutely unique. Located a bit further from the center, it's known for its dark, almost black sand, which owes its color to the presence of minerals. Nearby, there's a small lake Terranera, which has an intense emerald color, creating an amazing contrast. This place is simply magical, and I love returning there to admire this extraordinary landscape. It's an ideal spot for photo shoots and a truly unique experience. Another beautiful beach near Porto Azzurro is Real Beach. It's a calmer, less crowded beach, perfect for those seeking an escape from the hustle and bustle. You'll find fine gravel and crystal clear water here. It's an ideal place for relaxation and swimming. You can often find quiet spots there. Rosa Beach, or Red Beach, is another one of my favorites. As the name suggests, the sand here has a reddish hue, creating a beautiful contrast with the blue water. It's a smaller, more intimate beach, surrounded by lush vegetation. It's the perfect place for romantic strolls and admiring sunsets. Remember that walking in Porto Azzurro is a real pleasure. You can wander through the picturesque streets of the town, soaking up its atmosphere and discovering charming nooks. However, if you decide to venture outside the center, be aware that the area around Porto Azzurro is hilly. Don't let that discourage you. On the contrary, it's thanks to this that you can admire breathtaking views of the sea and the bay, and also discover hidden beaches and historical sites, such as the aforementioned sanctuary of Madonna di Monserrato. Just be aware of the inclines, and your hikes will become an even greater adventure. Porto Azzurro is more than just a travel destination for me. It's a place I always return to with fondness, where I feel at home. The combination of rich history, a charming town, delicious Italian cuisine, and beautiful beaches makes Elba, and especially Porto Azzurro, an ideal holiday destination for me. I hope that one day you too will fall in love with this blue port as much as I have.